Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. New update has come out. We've got some new units to take a look at and potentially get some mileage out of, right? We've got the new T Corp IDs. Let's do a daily poll, see if we can... Oh yeah, cool. That stuff, awesome. Let's do daily polls and see if we get lucky this time. I'm not particularly expecting it, but okay. This is a general banner though, so yeah. That's a 7-5 stoop. Oh well, that's at least... that's a lot of shards, so I'll take it. Would have been funny if we got the random 3-star on the actual, like, special banner, but that's how it is sometimes. Do we get, like, a 2-star thing from the single pull, though? I'd like that. No, okay. We'll do a 10 pull, see if we get the 2-star, that sort of thing, right? The usual. We've got some tickets thanks to the event, so... Okay. Alright, do we get the 2-star? We do, cool.
이런 구질구질한 색의 고기를 시간 내서 먹고 있다니. 차라리 아예 색을 모른 채 자랐으면 좋았을 텐데.
Yeah, the Rodion ID, very interesting. And do we get lucky? Okay.
아, 실례하겠네. 본인은 T사 3등급 직원으로 시간 징수를 맡고 있는 몸일세. 왜 왔는지는 알고 있겠지.
Cool. You know, I'll take it. Only had to do a 10 pull to get both the new stuff. Not always that lucky, so... Sure thing, save me a bunch of boxes and stuff. I'll need to spend some boxes anyways, because I don't have enough shards to up-tie you to max, but, we'll get to that. Okay, as per usual, let's look at the weird phrases first. Human plane means that thou shalt bestow this blank. I wish I'd never seen blank growing up. And it's watch and color. Simple enough. Yeah, let's pull up the Tremor team for this. Actually, I'll just do this team. I was gonna do Tremor team, but then I remembered, I don't know if you're going to be necessarily, like, a mainstay in Tremor teams, because I like Roseman a lot already. Right? Should have enough to level you guys both to max. Maybe. Maybe I should have done Dawn first, just in case. Because we're going to be doing hard today, so it's important to get these guys as maxed as possible. Okay, this works. Cool. I had to use a lot of silver tickets and stuff, but that's what they're for. So that's no worry whatsoever. Alright. Let's up-tie and let's take a look at their up-tie stories, right? It'll take a little bit of timestamp, you know, afterwards if you don't want to watch these, right? The usual type thing, right? Plan resist. I'll always be one step ahead of you because I'm pulling time from the future. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It has the funny, like, weird, like, visual distortion effect going on there. I was worried. I was like, wait, what? I thought for some reason the cutscene just wasn't playing, but no, it just took a second to load. A restaurant in T Corp. Behold this glorious piece of steak! 'Tis practically dripping with juice! The child's coworker cheerfully chomps a mouthful of juicy steak and savors its flavor. I've got to say, we really chose a great place for lunch. The other coworker appears just as jolly as he happily wipes his mouth with a napkin. The food here was, going by the reactions from everyone else, nothing short of delicious. But the child was glaring at the piece of steak at the tip of her fork, as though she was eyeing something that wasn't even food. You know, without the color, it, like, looks awful. This sucks. She probably knows that the steak is, if she could bring herself to bite into it, very delicious. It was simply that the sickly yellow-brown color of the steak did nothing to excite the child's taste buds, yeah. The sepia monochrome steak inspired nothing but disgust, which was very apparent from her repulsed expression. After staring and poking half-heartedly at the piece of steak, the child let out a deep sigh and put down her fork. What is it, Roja? Thou appears quite miffed today. Love the word miffed. It's nothing, I guess I don't have the appetite today. That is quite the conundrum. Thine work-related stress must be relieved in some way, no? That is why we have chosen this delicious meal to be our vehicle for joy. Now, lift thine wine glasses. 'Tis a toast. Like, now? It's only midday, though. A dash of alcohol in the bloodstream may help with work efficiency indeed. Thank you, Don Quixote. She's not wrong. It ain't like we get a chance for this kind of outing very often, yeah? Her co-worker was right. T Corp employees of different classes rarely dined together. Because they all live varying hours in a given day, most T Corp employees preferred to dine with those living in similar timescales. To dine together without making each other uncomfortable, their only choice was to go to a restaurant under the TT4 protocol, yeah, the one that makes everyone experience the same time. Presumably would have to be a fancy restaurant to have it, yeah, and those restaurants were usually out of low-ranking staff's budget ranges. They chose a place that serves colorless food in hopes of saving a bit of money while indulging as much as they can afford to. Because this restaurant isn't adorned with the expensive color-returning lamps, its prices are on the more affordable side of things. Fine. Cheers, alright? Cheers. Let's do a toast. The child hesitated, then raised her glasses for a toast. She did not want to be the one to ruin this cheery mood, after all. The brown contents of the wine glass disgusted her still. She nevertheless tried her best to suppress that look of revulsion from being too apparent. Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a big steak person. And I obviously, never had wine, but, I don't know how much the color would really matter. I guess it's weird that it's being brown, but, like, if you're used to it at this point, like, I don't know. I don't think that's, like, her main issue here. I think it's, like, a case of that's just, like, kind of like a result of her just general, like, unsatisfaction with her place, right? It's definitely a very, like, negative ID for Rodion. Especially based on time killing time, especially. I think the steak thing is just, like, a minor way it's, like, manifesting, right? Of course, it took a lot of effort to maintain that level of composure. And the child rose from her seat. Her food was still untouched. Leaving already? It's the illegal inventions crackdown period, you know. I gotta get back to work or I won't make my time quota. I did hear that we have been redoubling our regulation enforcement efforts. Try not to overwork thyself. Who knows, maybe I'll nab that promotion soon. Anyways, see you around. Yeah, see you around. The child departed the restaurant for the back streets of T Corp. Her job today consisted of conducting on-site report verification, contacting the Technology Administration Agency with her findings, and retrieving any and all unregistered inventions. Interesting how, like, the music hasn't changed at all. Alright, we'll be confiscating all of your unregistered inventions. As for your fines, according to the updated manuals, it'll be 8 hours for each item, which adds up to 40 hours. Now cough it up. 40 hours? Wasn't it 7 hours per hour last time? Higher-ups raised the fines and tax rates in general. What can I do? What's with that look, huh? What, you want to take this to the collections office and go through each and every single one of these items? Is that what you want? Well, no, but... In truth, there weren't any changes made to the time tax rates. The child was just giving him an inflated number to skim a little bit off the top for her personal use. Embezzlement is a common practice among the lower-ranking, underpaid collection staff at T Corp, yeah. Of course, they fine people for more than they owe and take the surplus time for themselves. Most citizens of T Corp already know this, but they simply allow it to happen because they don't want to risk beefing with a collector, which is usually more trouble than it's worth. Besides, you should consider yourself lucky that it's me you're dealing with. The other guys would have tried to rip you off for 10 hours per item or something ridiculous like that. Oh. Hey, hands off the timepiece. The child quickly stopped the inventor from reaching the timepiece hanging from his waist. Even the time-rich can't immediately make use of the abundance of time they have within the same day. But, if they've already readied and stored enough time the day before, they can accelerate themselves merely by touching their timepieces. Interesting. So yeah, you can just waste some time to gain more next turn. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on with their, borrowed time gimmick, right? Because they need to defend it to set it up, but then they've got a bunch more haste. You can trade your time moratorium, all that sort of thing. I haven't looked at the numbers yet, of course, but it wasn't the watch that his inventor was going for. Is that a tool? Well, you know what? You can sod right off. I ain't got the time to spare for one of you collectors anyway. That may have been a signal. People holding all kinds of construction equipment slowly emerged from the alleyways of the back streets. Clearly, he wasn't planning to pay the fine anyway. Oh my, you're a popular one, aren't you? You take 40 hours from me, and I've got to live 4-hour days for an entire week. That ain't living at all, lass. You should be grateful that the 4-hour policy even exists. The child flinched as they began to surround her, but she soon regained her composure and slowly started turning the clockwork on her watch. The clockwork rattles and turns, and her body begins to shimmer with afterimages. The T Corp collector's standard issue watch. Once she depletes all the time that is assigned to her for the mission, she'll have to resort to using her own time. But the child decided to spend it anyway. I don't want to waste my precious time on people like you, but looks like I haven't got a choice. There's no response. Well, to be more precise, their response was too slow for her to understand. The attackers crowded around her, wildly slinging their weapons and tools in her direction, but it's all futile. Moving in condensed time, even for a brief moment, was more than enough for her to casually avoid every sluggish haymaker, every wild swing her enemies attempted. With every rapid step she takes, the greater the fear grows in the faces of her enemies. I know you can't hear me, but I gotta say my piece. You'll pay dearly for wasting my time. Oh, just you wait till I'm done with ya. Yeah, very wacky. That's for sure. The T Corp stuff in general is just super interesting. I like it. Nice. Now we got our max. Let's take a look at what you've got going for you. Impaired collect, gain 2 tremor count, gain an additional 1. So it's like a 3 tremor count gain, skill 1 usually as long as you... Well, unused is guaranteed, and you just need to hit with a second coin. So most of the time, it isn't a lot since it goes down by 1 next turn. It's kind of like a 2 net gain if you use that first turn, right? Number 2, do more damage rate bind on target. Gain 2 tremor count, gain 2 tremor count. So gain 4 tremor count. Your self-tremor gain seems pretty low. Consume 8 tremor itself to gain coin power plus 1. This is like, you need to be at least turn 4 to make use of that, right? Because like, if this is a net gain of 2, and this is a net gain of 3, yeah. Kinda slow. If you consume tremor count, inflict 2 by next... Okay. I was gonna be like, wait, do you need to consume time? No, that's relatively minor. You just need to be in borrowed time to inflict 2-time moratorium, so in 2 turns, they just explode because of how much damage you take gets stored. Which is a cool gimmick. A decently high speed, I feel like. Yeah. Tremor time burst reduce tremor count by 1, yeah. Interesting. And then, of course, your defense gives you 3 borrowed time at turn end once per turn, yeah. And is it the same as the anyone's gain borrowed time, -1 haste, clash power up, and fragile next turn. If you gain more bind than haste, expires next turn and gets staggered, yeah. And your passive is golden time, yeah. So you heal off a bunch, recover from stagger once per encounter, causing the start time moratorium gain more clash power and take less damage. And its own, so it's always active, cool. Alright. Oh. I accidentally hit the... I was like, what did I hit? But no, I hit this button, yeah. Oh, this is how you get to this menu. Okay. This is newish, right? Because it used to be... Because you used to be able to go to mirror worlds and stuff, but now you can't. Instead, you gotta, like, go to these, and you can see, like, their mirror world stuff. Okay. Kind of unrelated, but interesting to see. Well, it's Dawn story time. Let's see how this goes. Fencing time collections. Watch thy distance, lest thine own time be siphoned. Yeah, she looks cool. With the full-on, like, the class 3 armor stuff. The Rodion's hat looks funny, too. Their hats are funny in general, right? Oh, there art thou home! The child boastfully calls upon the homeowner. Also, interesting thing about... This is probably going to be the last 3-star Dawn gets until her own Kanto 3-star. Most likely. There could be an exception or something. Like, you know, Heathcliff got Ufi, like, very close to the start of his season, but still ways away from Roking, I guess. Roking soon, though. But, like, maybe we might get, like, a 2-star for you sometime later this season, but otherwise you might not get another ID for a while, depending on how PM does it. She stands in front of a house in some average-looking residential area. Flanking her are other uniformed individuals, also patiently waiting for the stubbornly shut door to open. I sense naught in the way of responses. I mean, we've kind of been crowding in front of his door and demanding him to come out. Heck, I wouldn't leave my home if I was him. Peace! Speak not of which that thou knowest not. God. There must be aught that nags him. Verily, 'tis said that he hearts of the guilty are telltale hearts. I believe the same outcome would have awaited me had I visited him all on my lonesome. Well, maybe we don't always have to start our jobs by confidently banging on their front doors like this. There are procedures to these. Procedures. The child whispered something to the other child standing behind her before straightening her back and clearing her voice. Hark! I am a T Corp Class 3 staff, and I carry with me the authority to collect thy time. I have awaited for thine answer for 5 minutes upon arrival in accordance with our procedures, and I have even produced this identification watch to prove mine identity. Yet thou art yet to respond in any fashion. Thus do I declare that any further refusal to comply shall be met with swift punishments befitting thy crime of tax evasion. Please, you can't make, what's the line? I don't care who the government sends, I'm not going to pay my taxes. Or, care the IRS sends, whatever it is. Time collectors. An odd profession unique to T Corp. In this district, the use of time manipulation isn't only for speeding up or slowing down someone's day. Time itself is also used as a currency, and as a part of the economic system, it is only natural that it would be subject to taxation. Most people with time debt are quite good with making their payments. People working for a halfway decent company often have their time expenses covered by the company or are provided with extra time as part of the employee benefits. However, there are two kinds of people who often fail to pay their time taxes. First are those who, in their greed, intentionally maneuver around having to pay their taxes despite their immense wealth. And the second are the destitute ones, those who could not keep up with the exponentially rising time tax interest. Some may condemn the former and take pity on the latter, but eventually all choose to remain silent before the seemingly fair and equal notion that the collectors come to claim time from both the rich and the poor. But this system is but an illusion of equality, because an hour's worth to a rich man is quite different from an hour's worth to a poor man, yeah? There is nothing fair or equal about this. However, given the confident tone of the child's voice, despite her clear knowledge of this inequality, it is quite likely that the owner of this house is someone of the former category. No responses, is it? Unjust villain! Yeah, I do like how a lot of Dawn ideas go about her, like, twisted justice for, like, the more, like, negative ideas, right? Like, N Corp Dawn's the obvious one, right? Because while Dawn is super focused on justice, like, her justice is inconsistent between IDs, obviously, right? Which is always interesting. Normal Dawn's justice still seems a little odd, and I'm sure it'll get into that soon. Murder on Warp Express is probably going to get more into Dawn if I had to guess, but I guess we'll have to see. Her enthusiasm is a good indicator of whether the collection target is summoned to the former or the latter. Whenever she has time to collect time from the latter, her enthusiasm completely sizzles out and practically drags her feet to get the job done. Yeah. That makes sense. So she's still trying to maintain her justice in the other sense. It's not actually completely twisted. Okay, that's good to know. But these aren't, like, really negative. It's negative for Rodion because of, you know, her history with time-killing time and that sort of stuff. But for Dawn, it's not as negative. But she's forced to do a job in which she has to, you know, harass the poor who really can't help themselves. Are you sure he's home? Forsooth, I have meticulously studied the time-use records of this long-term tax evader. Classification number... That number, I'm not going to read it. It's just a bunch of numbers. It has been confirmed that an instance of temporal acceleration is activated within the building a mere 3 hours ago and remains within the building's premises. In other words, this villain is completely ignoring our orders, despite hearing our every word. The coward hides behind the walls of his home, waiting in bated breath for our departure. You're unusually prepared today. I remember how you were during the Backstreets collections job. Didn't you stop and complain every few steps that you wanted something to eat? No, the homeowner's lack of intent to respond has been verified. Rojo, ram the gates. That's nice. She's trying to enact justice from a position where a lot of people would abuse it. Like, Rodion is abusing it, right? The people who really aren't doing that well off, she'll still skim a little extra for her own sake. Gotcha. I do enjoy this door-kicking part of my job. The door shatters to pieces with a loud bang. What the hell? This is trespassing, I'll have you know. You destroyed my door. Oh, trespassers are we? Verily, 'tis quite apparent that thou art unaware that we are allowed to enter thy property without a warrant, should we espy a probable cause. Oh, no. So still, this is completely unreasonable. How can you possibly justify making me, a kind, innocent, and poor man, pay that much in taxes? This is accelerating. The time excavator should not have said that. The child's voice, which had been enthusiastically lighthearted until this moment, suddenly cooled into a deep, icy tone. There was a brief click of the clockwork before the child turned into a blur, and she burst forth in an explosion of speed as she entered the accelerated time. Gah! My timepiece warns me that my assigned hours for work purposes is running low, yet I shan't spare any expense for the likes of thee. The massive pickaxe held in her hands slammed into the taxavator. Worry not for thy health. This collection pickaxe does not affect thy physical body, contrary to my wishes that it would, that is. Ooh. Just as the child said, the pickaxe wasn't touching the taxavator. It was floating slightly above his flesh, because the dial was set to time collection mode. It won't dish out any physical harm. But his time was getting siphoned up into the pickaxe through that tiny gap, as though it was a syringe drawing fluid into its container. Yeah, which is how the time moratorium stuff is going to work. For a little bit of time, no longer taking damage, instead losing time. And if you lose too much time, take more, I guess, quote-unquote, by taking too much damage in time moratorium, you explode and die. Kind, innocent, and poor, is it? There is still some time until the proper amount of time is siphoned through the pickaxe, so the child takes that moment to have a look around the house. Several trinkets that immediately caught her eye when her co-workers smashed through the door comes into view. That item there is a limited edition trinket from the famous artisan from the east of the nest, is it not? It is said that their shop operates only under the highest possible level of acceleration, limiting its sales only to those beyond a certain level of affluence. Oh, I know that store. It's a novelty store for rich folks, right? The store that just opens and shuts its doors in an instant so that regular Joes can't even try to enter. That's a funny bit. Indeed, it hardly appears to be an item that a poor person may have in their possessions. No? I have aught else to condemn thee with, yet it appeareth that thy time hath slowed out of sync with our own already. The child mutters solemnly before dislodging her pickaxe from the taxavator. Let the following truth be clearly understood by thee as thou remainst jailed here in decelerated time, able to do naught as the world outside passes thee by with nary a care. The loss thou hast inflicted upon others in thy greed, in thy extortion of those who are truly destitute, in thy reluctance to pay what is due. Collections completed for classification number, that number. Haha, I always enjoy watching those time-rich guys slow down to a crawl after getting bonked by that time pickaxe. Look, it'll take a whole 30 minutes for him to take that next step. The child and her companions left the decelerated taxavator, who was now moving slower than a sloth, and exited the building through the broken door. One must wonder how much it would cost to fix that broken door? Well, that is, if he even manages to make it to the door before the sun sets. Yeah. Shh. Get him. Kill him, Dawn. Good job. Words earned, lunacy. Yeah, I need to get a little bit of Dawn shards. Yeah, I expected that much. Only a little bit, though, thanks to the fact I got lucky and didn't need to shard her. I saved so many boxes like that. Just pop 20 and done, yeah. Good enough. It's more than I need to, but like, might as well. I'm fine with having a little bit more. Something I've gotten a 3-star from a gacha pull with relative ease in a while. It usually takes a little bit of effort. But it's nice to see. Okay, let's take a look at your shenanigans. Gain true tremor count. 2 tremor. Huh? This is a net gain of 1 tremor count in your skill 1. Gain 3 tremor count. Consume up to 3 in target and gain double the amount consumed as tremor count and stuff. Okay, your skill 2 is your main thing for tremor count. So you're guaranteed 3 and can gain up to 6 depending on how much tremor the target has, but 3 tremor on the target is going to be almost guaranteed most of the time, right? So yeah, 6 tremor count gain in skill 2, so that's basically required. And you need 2 tremor count to gain coin power plus 2, so like double skill 2, that sort of thing, right? Might work out well. 10 plus tremor, 10 tremor on target, inflict time moratorium. Does not consume tremor if this unit has borrowed time. Although you don't need borrowed time. 3 tremor targets, reduce target's tremor count by 1. Target speed is so you trigger tremor chain. Yeah, which is interesting, but not that big of a deal, honestly. I don't know. You don't really seem to need borrowed time that much. Something I've kind of noticed is these guys don't really seem to get that much benefit from haste, right? Units placed between that HP instantly heal 80% of the unit's max HP and recover from stagger once per encounter. And when you lose borrowed time, gain 8 aggro to one of the unit slots next turn. That's funny. You take a bunch more damage, potentially can trigger golden time extracting, that sort of thing. Determine hit and inflicts return on target next turn. Okay. That's nice, at least. I don't know, borrowed time doesn't seem that worthwhile, though, for you especially. Rodion needs it for the time moratorium, and, like, you don't consume tremor on target. 10 tremor isn't the biggest, like, loss, though, especially in mirror dungeons, right? You're fairly tanky, which is nice. It makes sense. Yeah, that's a lot of HP. I guess let's... You're not max level. Do I have anyone... Do I really not have any of the people with the highest HP bracket max level? Okay. I don't. No, wait, you've got you. 252. Yeah, so 252, I think that's like the max. It does as much as T Corp on Lu has. That's pretty close. Probably like, you know, second highest, like, type of HP bracket, right? If you can find something to compare it to, like, I don't think Suncliff has that much. Yeah, Suncliff's HP isn't as big. What about Quickliffe? No, Quickliffe is the highest bracket, that makes sense. I don't know, but it's a lot of HP anyways, but not, like, the most. Yeah, I don't know, like, Charge isn't the biggest deal, especially Mirrodon, you're fast anyways. I guess I'll have to see. Well, you know, give me a minute to set up the teams, that sort of thing, and then we're going to try doing a hard run using these guys, see how that goes. Alright, team set up. We're just going to be running T Corp IDs, Eurodiv IDs, and probably Regret Faust and Molorotis, logically. Makes the most sense. Goofy Heathcliff is on the benches too, in case something goes wrong, I guess. And also, for once, I figured, I'm not doing Wish of Stars this time. As cool as it is, I don't think I need it, right? We can get Nixie Divergence first floor, excellent. We'll do that then. But yeah, so no Wish of Stars at all. I kind of usually do it, and it's like really not the biggest deal. Then my Logic Circuit. Sure. Give me the 40 cost. Cool. We'll see how this goes. How much are your Sin Affinities? I didn't look. Blunt. Mostly Blunt for you, and a little bit of that. Only Blunt for you. No Pierce, which is interesting. You're Fatal to Pierce, so it's like the actual ones. Makes sense. Slash skill 2, interesting. I almost went in with the latest two. Nope, not right. You know what? We'll do that. We don't necessarily need Rodion to, like, be getting the special thing, right? I don't know how I feel about Rodion, especially. Oh, look at the IDs, though. They look cool. Look at that, you know, you've got a funny hat. Dawn doesn't wear the hat because she wears, like, the class 3 outfit thing. But you got you got, like, the little, like, arm bracer things. You got, like, the little gear headband looking thing. Don't know what it actually is, but part of the hat, is it? I don't remember. And then we got Dawn, who's got, you know, the chainsaw, the pickaxe, that sort of thing. She's still got, you know, her classic shoes, that sort of thing, right? That's cool. I think everyone's level 45, I'm pretty sure already, yeah. Yeah, but it's nice because this is some, like, proper tank on the Tremor team. Because, no, the Tremor team really doesn't have any proper tanks. I've kind of noticed that. A little bit odd. I mean, you can immediately skill 3 with you. Not gonna bother borrowed time in, like, normal fights, probably. We don't really need it. But, like, something like, I can imagine, like, Time Ripper, probably not a bad idea to, like, borrow time for him, too. First turn, you kind of have a chance to, right? That sort of thing. Maybe some other random fights here and there. Let's trigger it now. It's funny to do so. We can actually get, like, full Sloth stuff a little bit more consistently. I didn't look at the synergies. I assume both their borrowed times are Sloth. Logically, right? Which is good for funny, what's it called? Everlasting. So we can get the big Sloth runs, inflict a stupid amount of tremor, that sort of thing, right? I know it doesn't actually matter here, yeah. The daring decision kills, super. Fair to collect, that sort of thing. Let's see, there's like, got a lot of sloth defensive stuff on this team now. Some people don't, but some people don't need to. Notably, like, Hong Lu and Faust have sloth egos that they want to use. Dawn has Wishing Cairn, I guess. Rodion has Pursuance. Got sloth egos on most of the people on this team. I know Ryoshu doesn't, but I think she's got a sloth defensive skill. Probably? Does she? I don't remember. And Otis doesn't have a sloth either. But that's fine, because we're gonna get more skills 3s under, I'm sure. Yeah, let me look though. What's the defensive skills looking like? Yeah, sloth, 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 sloth. Only person on this team that doesn't have a sloth defensive skill is you, but you're gonna everlasting, so it doesn't matter. I know yours was gloom. Everyone else I couldn't know for sure, but I had a feeling it was sloth for basically everyone. So we can get some funny res and stuff going. Maybe we should throw on, like... Maybe we should have brought, like, a Yusong ID, like Molar or something. Just for the sake of getting some stupid sun shower damage going. I guess my big hope is I want to see if we can get some stupid damage on maybe, like, Time Ripper or something like that with... Or maybe not necessarily Time Ripper. Maybe, like, another boss before then might be an easier target. But with Time Moratorium, right? We just need a boss that, like, takes a lot of damage, I guess. And then could just, like, explode, right? Something like Steam Transport Machine could be nice, I guess, because you could just explode it relatively easier. Which would be nice. Let me read Time Moratorium again. Just for the specific... Is it Sloth? Yeah, it's Sloth. 100 plus stack times 15% of stored damage is sloth damage. There's only one count left. Plus stack times 15. Wait, so can you get both time? Oh, I think I know what this means. So Time Moratorium has potency and count, doesn't it? So if we can get it, we can get it to 2 potency, potentially. Oh no, turn and gain 1 stack and lose 1 count. Okay, no, it's kind of like that. It says stack. It's weird. I guess stack is basically potency in this situation. But yeah, it gains out over time. If you keep on stacking Time Moratorium, you can get it to just higher and higher. That's interesting. I feel like if you do that, they're gonna die to your attacks before you actually get the chance to explode them, though, which would be really sad. It's a good boss. Like, Centipede's one that comes to mind for a boss that can, like, tank a bunch, but Centipede's issue is it will die to its own, like, running out of self-charge if its attacks enough, and you'd have to, like, defend its attacks if you didn't want it to lose self-charge quite as fast, which would be annoying, all that sort of thing. You might not even have a lot of self-charge if you kill it fast enough. Gamble. But a skin, that's really bad, actually, yeah. Means that Galappo can't show up as an event now. Is it worth upgrading? It's just, is it? More Tremor with Clash Winds, sure. We're upgrading a lot of this stuff, but, like, it's pretty nice. It's just more damage. And I don't really want to upgrade Liquor Room. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have upgraded in the first place, but now it's 3 people instead of just 2. So that's cool. It can hit Otis as well. More damage for those 3 is funny. We'll roll with it. Right. Guido time, yeah. You are weak to blunt. I should have triggered Anna, that's fine. Should have skill 1 with Faust probably instead of skill 3. Save the skill 3 until she had some self-tremor stuff, right? But it's not the biggest deal at all. We'll still do like good damage to Guido, right? Yeah, he's staggered. Cool. And he's not quite under half, so he didn't get to purge his funny stat specs and stuff. We get NO, so if we stagger one of them, we can follow up with Ryoshu. Still a pretty cool thing. I don't know if she's, like, the worth having on the team, though. I'm still not fully sure. Oh, we just timed Moratorium Guido, didn't we? Oh. Let's see if we can stack up damage. You shouldn't die to random effects. Like, I guess you're only gonna die to random effects if we have too many random effects, right? Do we not time moratorium you? Oh, do you not have enough tremor? I thought I saw it happen. Maybe I didn't. Maybe you didn't have enough. That's probably it. I thought you had enough. Maybe we spent your count with something. Potentially. I don't remember. I was only kind of paying attention, right? It's a Guido fight, so I'm not that concerned. Oh no, we lose our clash. We've got 17 tremor count on Faust. Shh. You get the kill, and then Dawn should be able to get that kill. Cool. Tell could have her tank a lot of stuff, though. She's going to gain aggro and focus encounters, so that could be nice. Here, we get next to that version. Let's see if we can get a bell sooner rather than later. Gamble? No dice, darn. I'm kind of willing to gamble here, I think. Yep, that was worth it. That's the eye. It's not the bell, that's the only issue. Bell would be better, but we can potentially fuse for the bell, I guess. We'll have to see. Nothing good here. Let's do a normal refresh. Do we want to skill 3 on you? Not particularly. Grand welcome, Don't really care for I should probably take it for safety. My outpost actually would have been worth it. I'd definitely leave it. Let's get another daring decision on you. Free refresh, wholesome. Free refresh, wholesome. We'll just take Golden Urn. Sure. That'll work. We'll just plan to potentially fuse for it. Or maybe we'll get lucky and get the bell from Clockwork Roly-Poly on this floor. We'll see. Well, here's more resources. That's nice. I didn't check the actual Sin Affinity balance of this team. Maybe it's good? Okay, yeah, it's actually pretty good. We've got a lot of slots, but otherwise everything's fairly balanced. Some things we're kind of, like, limited. Like, it's only your skill 1 for Gloom, it's only your skill 1 for Envy. Everything else has at least 2 sources, though. Some of which have, like, 3, even though it's, like, a 5. Yeah, it's pretty nice. More resources are nice, because if we want to spam, like, egos and stuff, right? That sort of thing. That was my process of thought, right? I know, cool. More daring decisions is obviously just such a funny thing to go for. I hope, like, Tremor's getting a lot of sloth-finny damage stuff. I wonder if, like, I don't think Tremor should get any IDs for, like, a while at this point. Oh, that's borrowed time of that guy. Ooh, that's funny. What was I gonna say, though? Yeah, that's right. I hope Tremor doesn't get anything new for a while, but I hope they get, like, a 7 association type gimmick where they can physically reduce an enemy's sloth, like, weakness. Because, here's the thing, sloth for agility doesn't affect stuff like time moratorium, right? Doesn't affect stuff like, Tremor reverb. Fragility doesn't, but if you can physically reduce an enemy's sloth resistance, like make this like a 1.2 or something, that does increase its damage, which would be really funny. Let's attack you a bunch and see you explode. Can you not take damage from any source, I guess? That's the question. Is it only from attacks or anything? Like, would, like, burn sinking count? I kind of want to try, like, a Sinking Deluge Time Moratorium team sometime this week. I think that might be a really funny idea. We'll see. Let's see, how much damage you take? A lot. Oh! Oh, that's cool! It plays it all back, like, 1 by 1, but with the multiplier. Instead of it just being, like, one big number. I kind of would like one big number, but it's probably cooler that it isn't. Yeah, that's I keep on saying cool, but like that's what I think about it. It's pretty cool looking. We should probably be a bit more careful about using that in normal fights though, because it's gonna waste our time, right? Get it like time. So we just gotta be careful of your sloth skill, because we're not going for borrowed time on Rodion, so like she can't inflict it. Just gonna make sure if we skill through with Dawn, it's against like a boss or something, right? We should definitely try getting her more skill throughs. I'll try doing that like floor 4 shop if I can get lucky. Or if I see like Rodion, I might change her skills instead. If I see Otis, I'm obviously gonna change skills. I don't particularly want to change like Faust skills or either the or Divi ID skills. They're fine, I think. Their skill 3 doesn't have a stupid enough benefit to warrant it. Or obviously Faust does, but Faust kind of likes like the balance she has by default. It kind of works better for a kit. Like I could do this here, but that would be suffering, so I'm gonna not. It's the G Corp head manager, like, he does not count as a boss. Especially since he is only a mini-boss here. It's not like the floor where he's the actual boss. Right. Let me get the NO again. Cool. Might trigger off of this attack. This guy doesn't die to it. Okay, and it triggers there. Cool. Doesn't kill though anyways. Alright. I used it. Do you just kill here? Okay, you do just kill. That's good to know. The time moratorium is like after, right? Or is it next turn? It might just be next turn. I'm forgetting that part. I don't know. It's a very intricate mechanic, and it's very cool. I'm curious how strong it's going to be. I'm really wondering how well Tremor's going to do in Railway. Time moratorium is interesting, that's for sure, but... Darn, no luck. Should have taken the cost there, honestly. Time moratorium is very interesting. But how good is it in the speed setting? We're probably going to get the Railway announcement, tomorrow, as this video is posting, right? Tomorrow morning. We're gonna get a little trailer for Railway, because it's probably next week. It's about time, at least. We'll see. We'll see if it's just gonna be the seasons for Avnos, or if it's gonna be different stuff entirely. Okay, this fight, that's fine. Do something like that, maybe, sure. That'll work, I think. Seems good enough. Double up on that one for safety, because I didn't really trust the attack, but I probably should have. The blunt stuff is mostly what I've been trusting. Oh, that's a slash attack, that doesn't kill. We did double up on... Oh, no. Yeah, we did double up on that one, cool. I was like, wait, is that NO? But no, we didn't trigger NO, and we didn't even stagger there. Should definitely double up on that one, though, yeah, logically. Okay, Voodoo Doll did the job there. A little bit funny. And the halt, save that, actually, yeah. We'll save that for later. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later, as they say. Do a bit of that, get your tremor count going, cool. Nice. I think I might be able to do some decent damage to you, potentially. God, Slice is rolling a little bit high with the clashing. This is a fight where I probably should have set up borrowed time. I think longer fights it's kind of worth it. I guess longer fights, though, you might get staggered before you can really make too much use of it. But in focus encounters, you also can actually choose your targets, which makes it significantly better, right? It's unfortunate, actually. Actually, we just do this. Yeah, that's probably the play, actually, yeah.
한바탕 해볼까?
Because this way we defend it, but we're not using it. Because otherwise, the issue with daring decision having too many of them is if you have two daring decision in your skills, if you play daring decision, you do discard the other daring decision, right? Which is kind of not great for Clay Doll. So what you gotta do is you just got a one-sided defensive skill if you want to save one of the daring decisions. Okay, this is where we do this. No, you don't have enough yet. It's unfortunate. I think they can inflict some tremor count, maybe. Yeah, cool. Who's being hit? It's mostly Dawn, I assume. Dawn can tank that, I think. You going for Dawn? Yeah. We'll have you go to... Who's not attacking Dawn? That's not attacking Dawn. And... Okay. Let's just have Dawn tank a bunch of stuff. She's supposed to be a tank for a reason, right? It's probably a worthwhile idea. So roll with it. You got some good tremor count on self, so you should be ready to skill 3 once the big guy's got enough tremor on himself. We'll see if we need to do it, but we might be able to get some funny damage going, potentially. You really didn't gain any tremor count? Okay, I guess I should have paid more attention. That's fine. Daring shouldn't have gotten rid of all your tremor anyways. You're gonna get a bunch next turn thanks to oscillating bracelet, so that's good. We just need to make sure you have some count. Deduction start should cover that front. Okay. I think you just die this turn though, yeah. Well, that's fine. We don't need to borrow time you. We'll save it for a boss that's a little bit more interesting to do it on. Here's the thing, because if we don't kill you this turn, we don't even get the chance to attack you. That's right, because we'd have to throw someone into the calendar. It's not even a good fight for borrowed time in the slight. It's one of the worst, in fact, probably just because of how many phases this guy has. Well, we get our melted eyeball now. That's nice. We get another Yu gift thanks to this, so we'll get full body pack, I guess. Healing, cool. I'll try this. Smoking gunpowder, not good for us. We might be able to fuse with it, though. Do I just take green spirit from one of these? I'll gamble, I'll gamble. We don't want to go to a floor with Bell, because we want to fuse Bell. Oh, I guess we're just going Dragon's Manor. Yeah. Just for green spirit, god. Probably better not to and just fuse for green spirit or something, right? Since it's nice to actually upgrade it. Okay, let's see if we can get something going here, though. See, this we don't need. Bellatruthe, cool. We got Bellatruthe, we got Nixie Divergence, we can get Coupled Oscillation, cool. If we can get Nelly Floor next floor, that would also be nice. Because we might be able to get the Pocket Mirror if we're lucky. We're gonna try any other fusion stuff. I don't think so. We could go for something else, but like, eh. We've got what we need. We'll do more shenanigans if need be, because if we do want to get Pocket Watch, we're going to need to get Mirror Tactile Synesthesia, which is at tier 2, I believe. Is the Chief Butler book tier 2 as well? I think it is. Kind of thing I probably should check. I'll check when I get to the floor, if I do get to the floor. This is assuming we get a floor 4 Nelly, because obviously we're doing time-killing time for floor 5. I still need the Pocket Watches. After this run, though, I should be set on Pocket Watches for the rest of time. Should be able to get the final reward. That's nice, though. Might just stop going to the time-killing time floor. Cool as it is, I don't know, the boss is weird for a lot of teams, it feels like. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll kill these guys. Okay. Ryoshi's got some screws loose. That's fine. Okay. Some clashes there, we're just kind of one-siding these guys a lot. A lot of them are just staggered here. We'll just see if we can get lucky enough to get Downpour this run. Because I didn't start with it because, you know, I didn't want to wish stars. I wanted it to be a little bit more varied for once. Right. And I'll just see if that was a smart choice. Let's just Lothros that, yeah. Definitely the worst attacks for if I was to go for, because our other attacks are stronger. And we are daring this isn't a 20 HP enemy. But that's a part of the fun. Right. Cool, just one left, cool. We should get a kill. Oh, I didn't think it through. Dawn also was going for a skill 3. It would have killed anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. We could have borrowed time theoretically, but couldn't actually because we kill anyways, I think. Okay, I'll take Emerald Elytra. It's not the worst choice. A little bit of poise for our fastest person, which might be good. If we upgraded it, it becomes actually decent, too. Upgrade Emerald Elytra is just super good for poise, especially in, like, solos and stuff, but even without it, like, it just means that one person is gonna get a bunch of poise every turn. It's nice. We're getting NO off here. It's daring decision. He's gonna definitely stagger here, so if you don't quite kill, yeah, Ryoshi finishes the job. Cool. Nice. NO's great. I still have no idea what it stands for, but it's fun to trigger. And Sloth Res happens frequently enough on Sloth teams, especially since I've dropped Doofy Heathcliff from this team, since he doesn't particularly synergize. Tremor Decay is really cool, but it is not great for Modern Tremor, unfortunately. Kill you. Nice. Okay, we get an event. Got a lot of pride thanks to Grand Welcome, jeez. Yeah, move on without resting. Get Midwinter Nightmare. It's more damage, right? 4-time moratorium. That's something. Let me reread it, because I didn't reread it, but, like... Does not take any damage. All damage. Okay. So it should affect everything. Quite literally everything. I wonder how that works. We'll see. I just really want to stack stupid amount of it on Time Ripper and see how that goes, right? Like, one of the brains we're just gonna keep on doing. I guess that's the issue with Time Ripper, yeah. The fact you can only do it to one of the brains, logically, and you just kind of gotta gun down that one brain. If you're mass tagging stuff, which you will be if you're going for, like, Everlasting, Cavernous Wailing, that sort of thing, you might do some damage. You might do some actual damage by hitting the other parts, too. If we can line up, like, a good turn, though, like, it could be really funny. We just need more Still 3s for both Dawn and Rodion, so it can be triggered a little bit more commonly. And I guess we could get borrowed time running on, like, Dawn if we wanted, yeah. Because it would also mean that it wouldn't spend the Tremor potency on target if she had borrowed time, which is nice, I guess. It would mean she's fast, which is nice, I guess, to trigger it early. Don't know if I want her to be fast, though. I kind of want her to be slower. No, I want her to be fast, because we want to trigger it and then Everlasting. Yeah. I'll probably, like, maybe I'll do, like, a turn 2, turn 3. I guess against Time Ripper, we do have... It's turn start that the borrowed time triggers, right? Oh, it exploded, god. So even if we do it the turn where our skills get cancelled because of Time Ripper's HP being low, because they go in second phase, it still should give us the borrowed time. And that might be like the perfect time, like a turn 2, turn 3 type thing. Because it's what, 3 turns for Rodion, 4 turns for Dawn, I think it was. And you gotta keep on doing it if you want to maintain it. I'll take a bunch of costs, honestly. Seems nice. Especially if we're gonna be re-rolling for a good skill change. Event, sure. I'll take the funny, what's it called? Bloody Gadget. I always want to call it Bloody Tear, since it looks like a Bloody Tear. But it is not a bloody tear. Oh, we could have gotten... Eh. We probably should have. This actually might have been a nice fight to try it against. That's fine, that's fine. It's no worry. Who do we get here? Blunt Weak. I mean, assumably that's Josephine. It can be what? Josephine, it can be... Yeah, because it's either Josephine, Dead Rabbit's boss, or normal Hindley, I think. Those are the three options. And both Dead Rabbit boss and normal Hindley would have sin weaknesses, so it's obviously not them. Because the Dead Rabbits being, you know, Gloom Envy. Okay, a little bit of a long fight here. That's fine. They're weak to Blunt. They are fairly bulky, though. All things considered, like, they're not dying as instantly as I'd like. Which is mean. So we can just build up a bunch of... Yeah, save your... If we can save that for Josephine, it might be a decent option, actually. Because the annoying thing about Josephine is the fact that you can't stagger her, and she has so many skill slots. More than you have, usually. And if she gets high speed, you're in a really bad spot, because she'll just go for so many one-sideds. We'll have to see. We'll save that. Cool. Get a bunch of tremor count by spamming your skill too. Should get to second wave here. That's nice. Yeah. Wanted to be funny. I guess we could pop. If we get a second Dawn skill 3 like in her dashboard, we'll like throw it at some random guy, but otherwise I want to try saving it for wave 3 for potentially using it on Josephine, because that would be nice. Okay, you're gaining a little bit of self-tremor count here. Okay, you die, that's good. I was worried you wouldn't die, which would have been annoying. Yeah, we've got some daring decisions, and you guys are weak to Blunt, so that'll be nice. Want to try it? You know, let's try it. I guess also if we have 2 skill slots, we can borrow time in the other skill slot and still get to like do actions and stuff in a turn, which is cool. Oh, gotta screw this killed, so we didn't actually need to waste a daring decision on a 15 HP enemy. That's really nice. Unleash Violence is gonna hit 3 of these guys, or maybe just 2 of them, yeah. Yeah, because of how it works, because that one has 2 skill slots, yeah. No, I hit 3, I think, because it killed 1, and then there were still 2 left. Maybe? I think so. Okay, that's nice then. Okay, now you've got borrowed time going for you, though. And we'll get borrowed time going for you as well, for the fun of it. See if we can kill all of these guys this turn optimally, right? Otherwise, we're gonna have to waste a Dawn skill 3 potentially. We should kill them all. Yeah, cool. Okay, now we've got a bunch of borrowed time shenanigans going on here for these 2. Oh yeah, you've donned the mask because you have the borrowed time. Cool. I didn't actually use your defensive skill, so you didn't see that. But yeah, she can actually wear her mask, so that's cool. And they get a little funny visual effect while it's active. That's nice. Got a bunch of that. Well, we'll at least banish one of these guys into, like, borrowed time purgatory, right? For the fun of it. Yeah, that'll work. At least we're doing it to 2 of these guys, because we're also doing one of them with Rodion. Yeah, we're just gonna trap a bunch of people in, like, eternal torment. That's all we're doing here. Yeah, daring decision. You should do that again. Oh, you're doing it against a time moratorium person. Oh no. I like how you can still stagger them with thanks to tremor, even if you can't damage their HP. That's fun. And it all obviously makes sense, but like it's a funny thing to think about. Okay, that one just died. Okay. Yeah, Josephine's gonna get all one-sided. So hopefully you go for Dawn a bunch. Oh yeah, I haven't actually looked at Dawn's stagger threshold at all yet. I just straight up have not bothered to look at it, despite it being on screen like so much, I'm sure. You're the culprit? Yeah, she sure is. Enjoy your metallic ringing with tremor reverb. It's not like the most insane damage, but it's something. You... Oh, yeah, okay. This might be on... I don't know, we might be goated here if we can get a little lucky with this. We need to kill. We need to kill with this one in particular, I think. Okay. Let's do 4th match flame. Seems weird, but I think that'll work out for the best. And we might be able to get some funnies going. Okay. My plan is to lock Josephine into eternal torment. And 4th match flame should help with that, potentially, by getting us to kill one of these two, maybe, potentially. So that we can get one of them on Josephine. Yeah, this works, cool. Because here's the thing, so this one kills, so it doesn't activate, so now your other skill 3 goes towards Josephine instead. Eternal torment, eternal damnation. And now we get the cavernous wailing. Right, yeah. Eternal torment. I might just, like, see how far we can push this, honestly. Ideally to, like, a stupid degree, right? That's the play. Does the other one explode? I hope the other one's out of borrowed time. Yeah, cool. That one's dead. Because Josephine does not get that luxury. I'll tell you that much. Oh, you do get the luxury. We don't actually have any skill 3s on either of these two this turn. Okay, well that's fine. Wait, can we... Oh, that's the next turn. Is the corrosion also next turn? No, it's not. Okay, darn. I wanted the sloth agility. We're killing you. We're brutally killing you, and I mean brutally. And I mean brutally. I feel insane. And it's because I'm being insane. You're gonna take so much damage. It's gonna be so funny. You're actually making use of your passive here, you know, gaining clash power against the person with borrowed time, or with time moratorium. Okay. Eternal damnation, eternal damnation, eternal damnation. We're cavernous dwelling again, just kind of for fun. You've already reached entanglement, right? Because we hit you with the skill 3. We're just doing this again for fun. You got staggered? How were you not staggered? Oh wait, no, did we coupled oscillation you? Had we not staggered an enemy 3 times yet? Surely that's not true, because Daring Decision said that. Yeah, I doubt we coupled oscillation you. Darn heads. If we got a crit Tails, that would have been 3 turn bursts. Which, you know, very unlikely to happen because we don't have any poise and we were at max sanity, so... I'll take the 1 air burst, though. It's something. Everlasting, I don't care about the Tails, that's fine.
제가 어떻게 보일까요? 시간에 태어나는 그 답이 있을까요?
Eternal. I just keep on saying eternal damnation because it's so funny. Okay, we're gonna hit you with a daring decision. It's gonna do a little bit of damage. These are fun IDs. These are really fun IDs. This is still floor 3, by the way. Okay, yeah. What is there to say? This is so fun. I feel kind of like lightheaded. As odd as that may be. Darn, no dice. No dice. Okay. There's some dice, so sure. Would like Nelly floor or downpour, but neither works, I guess. Keep the skill change. Nope. Do some tremor rerolls probably. See if we can get downpour. Luckily, out of nowhere. Wait a second! This works! This makes all enemies weak to sloth. Which means we do more damage. I don't think I've gotten Lunar Memory in one of these episodes in a long time. I got it like off. I got it in Mirrodin 4, I think, once, and I turned it down once for the sake of a bit. But that was like off camera, I think. Okay. Alright, I see how we're gonna be playing this. I see perfectly well how we're gonna be playing this. We got Mirror Tech Test in a stage, but it doesn't matter because we can't get the Baldur's Guidebook unless we were to, like, not go for Time Ripper, but we're going for Time Ripper, obviously. We're either getting Kim... I think, hopefully we get Kim, honestly. We could banish Kim to Eternal Damnation as well. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. This is that part of the run. Fair enough, I guess. Let's get the Pride Res. Actually, everyone's got a Pride Ego here, huh? Except for you, but you've got a skill too. Going for the Pride Absolute Resonance on a Poise team is a little bit odd. The 6 Pride Absolute Resonance on, you know, a... This is Poise, on a Tremor team. A little bit odd, that's for sure. I probably should have just, like, Fluid Sacked or something instead of doing all this. A little overkill, pretty bad for my sanity. But I see that we're losing a lot of clashes because we're at that point in the run. I also, like, I realized this. I no longer look at mounting trials, like, at all. I just go for the Ego gift, right? Because I've chosen the floor for the sake of a certain ego gift, usually. And so then I don't carry the mounting trial enough to, like, take a look at it. Which is probably, like, a stupid idea. Because some of the mounting trials can be rough, I guess. Dimension Shred or Tails, that's fine. We'll get Sanity back, I'm sure. We've got Lunar Memory now, so, like, we do a little bit of damage. All our enemies are weak to everything. So they're doing fairly well. They should make Lunar Memory upgradable for like 2,000 cost or something. Like, it's basically unattainable unless you sell everything you own for it. And it is not worth like that whatsoever probably, but that's funny. Cool. Kill all these guys. This means our Eternal Damnation is going to do so much more damage because of the Lunar Memorying. Which is fun. We do love a good Eternal Damnation after all, right? Do not borrow time one of these guys. These guys are just a random... Like, do you see a random guy in the street, you banish them to Eternal Damnation. I keep on saying it, like, because I am so entertained by the idea of a Tremor team just locking someone into, like, exploding on, like, an atomic level, like, in approximately, like, 1 to 2 hours from now. Yeah, I'll take Lightning Raw. It doesn't matter, but it's funny. I'll take that, sure. Clockwork Spraying, cool. Clash Power is nice, I guess. Get an event. Sure, it's more cost. Always nice to have stuff that gives more cost, right? This cost is good. Greed is good.
좀 김이 빠지는데.
So we have golden arrow as well, yeah. We've got lunar memory on this run.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저보다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
탈출 개체.
Sure, roll with that. Yeah, cool. You're just dead. Makes sense.
적이 치명적인 피해를 입었군요.
Is that?
역시 유능한
Oh no, I think did we banish them to Eternal Damnation? I can't tell if that's Rodion or Dawn because I can't tell the difference right now. I've mentioned this before, but like I also no, that's Daring Decision. Okay, that's Daring Decision. I genuinely, I've mentioned this before, but like I can't see like this part of my screen because it's broken, and I just kind of have to like live with that. So I often will have trouble seeing skills and stuff because often I physically can't see the favored text on the bottom row unless I'm looking at OBS, which has super low res, so it's like not very good to look at, right? You better kill this guy fast, otherwise they're being sentenced to Eternal Damnation. Okay, they die though, yeah. Because they need to get hit by... It's actually going to be hard to inflict Eternal Damnation on a lot of people, because they're going to die to your skill 3 before because they need to survive your skill 3 for them to get it, right? It's not very likely, it seems. Okay. Pekatula. Simple enough. Slash Wrath Pride, means it's gonna be like gluttony ones and stuff, yeah. Purely gluttony ones make sense, since that is specifically their weaknesses right there.
여건상 드시기 힘드시기에 제가 대신해서 먹어드리겠습니다.
See like a funny flower and you just condemn it to Eternal Damnation. Don't make a combo there, honestly. Like, we're not guaranteed to win that clash. That's part of the fun, though. The gambling. It's what we're here for, if we're being honest, right?
힘들군. 적이 치명적인 피해를 입었군요. 역시 유능한 자가 마이크를 잡으니 전투도 쉽게 이루어지네요.
Nice, we're doing some good damage here. And we do win the clash, cool. You've got enough tremor count on self if you survive this attack. Which you don't. Okay, cool. No Eternal Damnation for you, you've been spared. I don't think I've fought Kim since... I don't know, I don't think I've fought Kim with a reverb team before, right? I fought him with Tremor team and stuff in the past, obviously. But I just haven't fought Kim at all recently, because, like, near the normal, he's only on 4th floor. Special contract, sure. I'll take it. Probably it's Kim. Because the issue is, if it's Wayward Passenger, he kind of leaves sometime, and that could be annoying, right? I don't know if that would mess everything up, but it might. Oh, that's a little rough for Dota's sake, that's fine. But Kim, I think, is a lot better for us, so hopefully it's Kim. We can get this to ++, excellent. Otherwise, I'll just save up for next floor. And who is it? It's Wayward. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm kind of curious. Maybe bad. Okay, no immediate Eternal Damnation, that's fine. We'll get both of you guys running this turn. Should we? Yeah, probably. Kinda should do a lot of damage. You're weak to everything, though, so, like, you're gonna take a lot of damage just from random attacks, right? That's how it's gonna be. Oh, we should also probably... Cavernous Wailing you, yeah. That'll work, cool. It's a bad clash, interesting. Although the fun part is, like... Sure thing, it's a bad clash. What about it, right? You can defend that, cool. You're doing that, it's hitting both parts, cool. We don't need to be attacking that part, like, at all, I think, yeah. Okay. I'm being very weird about this, but trust me. It'll be worth it, probably. Just send it. Unleash Violence probably breaks this arm immediately. I'm kind of being overconfident with this, but, like, you're weak to everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh, and we also get the NO. Cool. Cavernous Wailing. Set this up, right? We're gonna want it. Potentially. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to see how next turn looks. Your time has been borrowed. Cool. Yeah, right arm's down, so you don't get to go into the portals or anything. You kind of just die here, though, don't you? Yeah, I think you're just dead, yeah. Huh. I don't think we're gonna get to do anything funny here. I think you just die. Dawn didn't have any skill 3 or anything. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Let's take Reverberation. More HP for them, that's probably good. They really need more HP. God, other floors look funny, but we gotta go time getting. I gotta get the last of my pocket watches, right? So we don't necessarily need to go to this floor again. We'll have to see how funny we can be. Hopefully we get one of the pocket watches that's good. Right? Lithograph, no. I think I'm just gonna buy a Venom Vial, actually. Yeah, let's take that, sure. Potentially funny. Rodion skill change. Alright. We'll do another one, sure thing. I'd really like one for Dawn. Don't get me wrong, but, it's nice to have at least someone who can do it. I think that's what matters. True. Okay. Daring Decision is struggling. Alright. Oh, it's because your sanity's awful. That's, yeah. Actually checks out now that I think about it. Okay, well... let's get some Slothrez going. It'll help out, probably. Daring Decision being a neutral. You need to win this clash, though, just simply because your sanity's awful. And you kind of need more sanity. Because you getting punched by the Cyclops really did a number on you. It has every reason we should, you know, being punched by a Cyclops with, like a super ripped Cyclops with a bunch of watches and stuff. Oh, that didn't kill. That's unfortunate. How much HP does that guy have? 4. Oh, it dies to Cavernous Wailing. Okay. I was about to say, maybe they'll die to the Voodoo Doll. But no, this just kills the 4 HP guy, so that's good. Wishing Cairn, yep. These guys are hopefully higher level. I'd assume since we're in hard, right? I know in normal enemies kind of like get capped at like 44, so like you often just don't gain the sanity anyways, even on like final floor. But like if we can get some sanity from killing, that would be fairly nice, right? Yeah, the level 61, yeah. You need a little bit of sanity. Do something like this. Just so we can get some sanity on you, right? You're missing a little bit, so we'll have you do this just for because you can. And obviously, Daring Decision, get the kill, get you to max, hopefully. Yeah. Not quite max, but close enough, right? Good stuff. And let's see if we can get some events here. Alright. I'll gamble. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing at this point, honestly, right? Still no events, interesting. There's going to be a bunch of them later on then, I suppose. This is what? Pierce Week, so this is going to be some T Corp guys. We can out T Corp them, I think. Yeah. They are out T Corping us to start out with. Weaknesses, I need to remember weaknesses don't matter at this point. It's been so long since I've gotten Lunar Memory that like I'm not remembering about it. Because I'm actively doing stuff here, right? I did not mean to hit that, yeah. We'll gamble a little bit. It's part of the fun, right? Oh! That's not very fun. We won with Daring Decision at least. Even if, you know, the one ego we went for failed. That guy's not dead, okay. Unleash violence is one of these might trigger the NO then. You do kill? No, you kill, so you don't trigger NO. So NO might kill the guy Otis went for? It did, okay. It was just being weird about order, yeah. It happens.
직원들이 유리한 조건에 있습니다. 아, 동랑님이 말씀하시길 이번 전투가 성공적으로 끝난다면 근사한 회식에 데려가 주신다고 하더군요.
Just what is cast this guy, yeah.
숯불 소고기로.
You just path this math to this guy, yeah.
직접 타도하죠.
We love Pierce egos. Ooh. 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 This attack isn't too dangerous though. It's not like too much. Yeah, 17 damage. We're fine with that. It's kind of unfortunate the enemies can't time moratorium us. Imagine you're doing like a solo run or something and you get time moratoriumed and like you just get wailed and wailed and wailed and you just... I mean, I guess it would be fine if you were running like T Corp on Blue or something, because like... I wonder how it works. Like, assumably you'd survive all that and just get brought back, potentially, with your self-healing passive, or if nothing else, you'd have Dimension Shredder's passive, right? For T Corp on Blue. I don't know how the damage works, because it kind of seems like it all happens at the same time without letting anything else happen, judging by the fact it lets it all go through and doesn't just do one instance and then you die to that one instance and then the rest don't get the chance to go through, right? That makes sense.
제가 만약 도시에서 야구 선수가 되어 홈런을 날렸더라면 이런 기분이지 않았을까 싶군요.
뭐였는지 정확히 간파했네.
There's so many questions I have about the stats in general. Still no events. Okay. We're not getting a pocket watch here. I hate to say it, but like we really aren't. With this luck. Not looking great. Outlook not so good. Okay, you're a divvy, guys. We just floated Zack on this time. Yeah. It's probably a good move. Get the NO going. Because they're weak to Gloom, they're weak to Blunt thanks to Lunar Memory, so like this will just do good enough. I didn't expect to stagger any of them, that's fine. We're going for decent enough clashes that I'm not concerned. We could like roll tails and like lose like what is cast or something, but like it's not that likely. They're mostly all gonna get staggered here. This one might get finished off by the NO. I didn't see the attack order, so it's a maybe there. I think Rodion might have been running there, or no, Ryoshu. God. Then he's supposed to start with R and I get them confused for not really a good reason. No, you're going for the one that got weight upped, okay. They're all low enough anyways, so I'm not too concerned. Next turn they'll probably just all die. Oh, one of them's been sent into Eternal Damnation though, huh? Well, they'll have fun. It's not like Eternal Damnation though, because like it won't go on like forever, ever. Right? Cool. Kill these guys. You're still alive. 2 HP. Yeah, cool. That one died to Voodoo Doll? Or did they die to... what's it called? I guess it is envy damage, so they're taking 6 instead of 3 from Voodoo Doll because it counts as, you know, getting... It gets a benefit from Lunar Memory. Ooh, this is cool. You get one piece at least. I still don't know which one's which, but let's grab a top one. Why not? Let's do double top. That's the rich person's one, I think. Because double bottom is your divvy one. Yeah, there's an event right there. Yeah, that's not looking great. That could have been the event we needed to. Maybe the event's still ahead of us though, right? We'll see, we'll see. More of you, sure. Sick of you. I'm just gonna use the mass sex and they should probably all die. Probably. I guess Cavernous Wailing isn't doing very much here because we're immediately overwriting it with Fracture, right? But that's fine. I'm just trying to mass tech to damage these guys, right? They're all staggered. They took some damage from it, and Binds hits all of them. Oh, insipid. I know, I know. It's quite insipid. You can say that again. And yeah, they're all staggered now, so yeah, we can just freely wail them. You should die, so I don't think you get put into time purgatory. Yeah, cool. Are they all dead? No, that guy's alive. Yeah, that guy died by a bit vial. Cool. Yeah. Give me an event? Okay. It's... Maybe if we're lucky? Nope, this is Compass. I don't care enough. I don't want the SP loss, honestly. Well, that's fine. Sometimes you don't get a funny pocket watch. That's just how life is. Some days you get a funny pocket watch, some days you don't. Otis, I don't really want another daring decision, though. Yeah, I'd really love Dawn, especially, but I'd take Rodion. Dawn, let's go. Don Quixote, as they say in the Don Quixote business. Let's sell Lightning Rod. And just give you another skill 3. Excellent. Alright, we're gonna get through this guy. We're gonna Eternal Damnate this guy. I'm getting deja vu. Have I made the Eternal Damnation joke in a previous run? I might have. I feel like this is something I've done before, in name, at least. But I might just be insane? Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Trust me. Just so we can get a little bit more Eternal Damnation going, right? Stack it a little more. That sort of thing.
자자, 대열 정비하고 식기들은 윤이 날 정도로 잘 갈렸는지 다시 확인하고 복장은 구김 없는지 체크하고 이제 대청소를 시작해 볼까?
What are we thinking here? Vines for fun? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, some neutrals. We'll get some aggro on you, and then maybe they'll go for you instead. This one doesn't give you aggro, actually, huh? That's fine. You're gonna do a little bit of that. We'll attack you a little bit, potentially. And this is going for Faust, too. I guess doesn't necessarily want to take it, per se, but be fine with it, maybe. Actually, let's think this through. Let's at least get Onigo going here, right? Let's have me stem here. Here. You can't clash, right? Do you want you to do it, then? Have you, like, Fluid Sack? Just, like, here? Sure. Do some damage, right? If we can take these guys down, that would be nice. But we'll see. So it's actually decently, and SP healing and stuff. We take down one of his evades, so that's good. He's still got the other evade, though, so might not be able to deal with that one so easily. Oh, we didn't actually get to stagger them. Didn't do quite that much damage. That's fine. We're tanking here. And they're setting their funny pocket watches to borrow some time. All that funny shenaniganery. Skullduggery, as they say sometimes. Some people say that. Skullduggery is, you know, pirates, but, shh. Don't tell. So I just gotta be careful. We need to do that this turn. We'll wait a little bit for it. Actually, we should do it this turn because you're gonna lose and execute collections. Should we? There's nothing saying we can't eternally damnate you this turn, I guess. Oh god, you got 1 paralysis. That's really annoying. We've all got 1 paralysis, yeah. That's fine for some of these guys, though. Yeah, you're gonna land a illusion there. I don't trust that. And what, we're not clashing you now, is it? I mean, I just kind of want to do this with you. That's fine. Dawn's getting hit. That's... oh no, what a shame. He'll be fine. Okay, yeah, we are going to potentially eternally damnate Time Ripper here. No, we don't get to. Okay, that's fine. It's better not to, I think, actually. Okay, we're gonna need to deal with the minions now. We do have Honglu's Random Land of Illusion slotted in now. Can we overwrite it? Or are we forced to take it? Okay, we can overwrite it, cool. Here's the thing, we need to choose one to go for. Probably the Are You Afraid? Or we could just do like this one, honestly. Like, we don't need to redirect anything, logically speaking. Like, we could just do this, right? You kind of need to do this turn, yeah. You gotta reset. That's fine. Potentially. Slime goes so hard. You're being hit a little bit, you should be fine. Okay, we'll roll with this. Will he have enough tremor in time? Probably, right? Just thanks to random tremor infliction shenaniganery.
방금의 일격은 매우 좋았습니다. 제가 만약 도시에서 야구 선수가 되어 홈런을 날렸더라면 이런 기분이지 않았을 것입니다.
No. This is unfortunate. You might do too much damage this turn, actually. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're fine. Cavernous Wailing, nice. The protection this guy has is helping us out a fair bit, I think. Okay, cool. We staggered two of the minions, so they're just kind of out of the way. One of them's hitting Rodion, I think, this turn, right? Yeah, some random attacks. I don't really care enough to do anything about it, though. I need to be careful of overconfidence. Did I not defend with you? Did you? Okay. That's fine. Okay, here's the thing. This brain, the one that staggered this one. Has enough tremor. Okay, excellent, excellent. This is the turn. Let's just pop this, because I don't want you to be able to do anything. No, we can't read it. We're out of gloom. What do you mean we're out of gloom? No! I egoed too hard. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, that's okay. We don't need Everlasting. We'll get it in time. Oh, actually, wait. Wait, okay. We can get it next turn. You're getting hit a bit, that's fine. Okay, this works. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's been done. You've been condemned into eternal damnation. Population you. Honglu's getting hit a little bit, that's fine. I'm not that concerned about his livelihood. Right? Yeah, that does some damage to a part we don't really want to go for, but that's fine. So I'm curious, can we keep on stacking it? That's what I want to try now, right? Oh, you've been bound a bunch, actually. Okay, you're going last, then that's fine. You'll get staggered, but you'll be fine. Maybe. Either way, we can Everlasting now. So we're just gonna go all in on you, I think. I don't think I want to make it like an eternal damnation. I think this is fine. You may die. That's fine. Faust isn't getting hit. That's the important part. Because we've got some funny business. We've got some funny business to get going. Oh, wait, we don't... No! Oh, I should have egoed with... No, I couldn't ego with Honglu, could I? Because I would need a Gloom. I forgot about the Tremor chain. It ruined me. It's ruined our damage. You don't... There's this... Like, sure, there's a lot of damage and a lot of tremoring, but, like... You're not taking physical damage from it. Yeah, like, look, there's so many tremors, but there was no reverb at the time. No! That's so unfortunate. Yeah, attack us all you want. You explode here. I don't care. You're taking not as much damage as I would have liked, but like still a lot. Yeah, Dawn's dead. Enjoy your explosion. Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't like that great. So disappointed we couldn't get, you know, the ideal ending. But you still died. We still win.
회수해야 할 시간보다 많이 징수해버렸네. 하지만
Turning him to the T Corp, the time vault. Okay, I see. That's where you're storing all the time. Is all the damage from Time Memoriam attributed to Dawn? Like, no matter who inflicted it, or is it inflicted to the right person? I wonder. Yeah, that was a little bit of a stupid run. Josephine's really the one who suffered the most there, which is a funny fate to befall her. Deserved, probably. She was mean to Heathcliff. And that's what you get for being mean to Heathcliff. Time jail. And we get to watch these levels just going up. How satisfying is that? Pretty satisfying. That's the answer. 920, cool. And we didn't lose any. We had used like what 20 boxes today for Dawn to uptie her. We didn't need to use that many, but like we got super lucky today with our pulls. So that's just nice to see, right? Did I do lunacy already? Oh, I didn't. Okay, cool. Good, I checked that. Love modules. Yeah, look at my supplies. Look at that. And I've got this many boxes and I'm still up to date. I spent 10 tickets, but like that's fine. I'm doing great on lunacy. Doing great on thread still. Doing great in everything. I'm slowly but surely ready for Uptie 5. I hope Uptie 5 is like next season probably, right? Don't want it to be this season. It's been almost a year since Uptie 4, so if they do it like every 3 seasons is like a new Uptie level, that would make sense, I guess, because then it would be like yearly-ish. But I guess Dawn season doesn't start until like August, September-ish, so we'll see. But yeah, this is a fun gimmick. I don't know if it's good, just being completely honest. I don't think Rodion is good, okay? I think Dawn's gonna be really good, just in general. And then I think Rodion's nice to have for like infinite, like eternal torment, right? But I don't know if she's as... I'm not fully sure on this idea, but I don't know. Either way, the gimmick's really fun. If you don't have Dawn, you can use Rodion fairly decently as a substitute. She'll need to do her defense and stuff to get the Time Memoriam off, but... Am I saying... Moratorium. Do I keep on saying Memoriam? I think I might do. It's Moratorium, which is like... some sort of like legal death. Or like the death of like a legal document or something. It's like when a legal document's like in moratorium, it's like dead. Effectively, I don't know. I'm not an expert on the subject. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!